Chapter 1. The Village of Shadows. In a forgotten valley between two dark mountains there was a village called Noctera. The sun had not shone there for over 50 years. Thick clouds always covered the sky, and the people lived in permanent twilight. The villagers had grown cold, suspicious, and full of fear. They believed a curse kept the light away, a curse placed by the ancient fireflies who once lit the sky before they disappeared. Among these villagers lived a boy named Keon. He was different. While others accepted the darkness, Keon dreamed of light. He spent his days reading old books, collecting pieces of glass to make sunlight reflect through them, and asking questions no one wanted to answer. Why did the fireflies leave? Is there a way to bring them back? Can the curse be broken? People laughed at him, called him foolish, even dangerous. But Keon's heart burned with a quiet hope. He believed that even the darkest night could end. Chapter 2. The Map in the Mirror. One day, while cleaning the attic of the old library, Keon found a dusty mirror covered in cobwebs. When he cleaned it, he didn't see his own reflection. Instead, he saw a glowing forest filled with thousands of golden fireflies dancing through the trees. On the mirror's surface, lines began to appear, a map, a path that started in Noctera and ended deep in the heart of the forest. Keon knew what he had to do. He packed a small bag, took his notebook, and without telling anyone, slipped out of the village at midnight. Chapter 3. The Forest of Whispers. The path led him through wild lands filled with strange animals, talking trees, and winds that whispered secrets. Each night, he followed the glowing fireflies that appeared to guide him. On the fifth night, he met a girl named Mira who had also left her village in search of the fireflies. She was brave, clever, and carried a flute carved from moonstone. Together, they crossed rivers, climbed cliffs, and battled creatures made of shadow. Each challenge taught them something: patience, trust, sacrifice. And each time they passed a test, a firefly would join them and light their path. Chapter 4. The Cave of Echoes. Eventually, they reached a massive cave shaped like a lion's mouth. Inside, the walls were covered with glowing messages from people, long-forgotten travelers who had tried and failed to bring back the light. At the deepest part of the cave, they found the guardian of the fireflies, a creature made of light and ancient magic. It told them the truth. The fireflies did not leave because of a curse. They left because people stopped believing in hope. Every kind action, every brave choice, every selfless act creates light. But when fear and selfishness rule the heart, the light dies. Keon and Mira listened with wide eyes. The guardian gave them a single task: return to your village, light the lantern of memory. Remind them of who they were before the darkness. Chapter 5. Return and Rebirth. They returned to Noctera, carrying a small jar of fireflies. At first, people were afraid, calling them liars, even enemies. But Keon stood in the village square and told their story. He spoke of the truth behind the darkness, of the light inside every human heart. Mira played her flute, and slowly, the fireflies danced out of the jar and into the sky. One by one, villagers began to remember their old selves, their dreams, their laughter, their love. The lantern of memory, long hidden, began to glow, and for the first time in 50 years, the clouds parted, sunlight returned. Chapter 6. The Light Within. Years later, Keon and Mira became legends. The village of Noctera became a land of light, known as the Valley of Fireflies. Every year, they celebrated the Day of Return with songs and stories, and children, just like Keon once, was, grew up knowing that darkness is never forever. Because where there is kindness, courage, and belief, there will always be light. Moral: hope is not something you find, it's something you carry, and when you share it, the world changes. Thanks for watching. Subscribe my channel.